What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and today we're going to be talking about the Season 5 content that's available early, the new Battle Pass reveal, and even more. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and make sure you have notifications on to stay up to date with everything going on in Cold War Year 2, Warzone, Modern Warfare 2, Vanguard, and any other future Call of Duty as well. Also, be sure to check out my partner Manscaped. They recently released their best package yet with the Lawnmower 4.0. You can use this trimmer to get a clean shave in those hard-to-reach places when your significant other isn't around to help. The package features a Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer with a 90-minute battery, the Weed Whacker trimmer for your nose and ears, the Crop Preserver deodorant, and even the Crop Reviver toner. You'll also get some free gifts like the boxer briefs and a really nice travel bag. But be sure to use code TWITCH20 to get 20% off all orders at manscaped.com. Now, in case you guys missed it, the patch for Season 5 has already gone live on all platforms. Now, a little bit of content is already available early, as we're going to talk about, but the season officially starts tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, and that will also launch alongside the Warzone patch for all platforms as well. Once again, there's never really a preload for the Warzone update unless you're on PlayStation. Sometimes it goes out early, but for the most part, the Warzone update goes live for everybody at around the same time the season does begin. You'll notice right now over in Vanguard, there is a main menu change, obviously marketing Season 5 for Vanguard, multiplayer zombies, and you'll even see the brand new screen for Warzone Pacific, which is marketing The Last Stand. Now, 21 new bundles were found for Season 5. Obviously, that's not the final number of bundles that are going to come this season. We'll see a couple more added during the mid-season update, but I can't show you the bundles on screen for obvious reasons. However, you can check out the Codsploit Images Twitter account, which has been posting all of them over on Twitter. They'll probably be taken down soon as well. But yesterday I posted a video talking about the Season 5 update for Black Ops Cold War. It's not really a big one, but we talked about everything that's going to be included in that patch. And we also made a second video last night talking about the breaking news regarding Warzone 2 and even DMZ. Now, the EX1 laser weapon and the Revolver are already available via private matches, and starting tomorrow is when the EX1 will have a free weapon unlocked for multiplayer zombies. The Revolver, however, isn't meant to come out until some type of launch window date, so probably next week. And the other weapons on the roadmap are going to be coming during the mid-season, but as expected, you can use these early in just about any match that you'd like. You can go ahead and play some private matches of MP, even some zombies. Now, seeing the EX1 in Vanguard still blows my mind. It just makes me want an Advanced Warfare 2 even more, and I'm wondering if this was testing the grounds at all to see the community reaction to seeing some Advanced Warfare weaponry, so that maybe it encourages Activision to say, you know what, this was received pretty well, let's do an Advanced Warfare 2 at some point in the future. My fingers are crossed that this is indeed the next game the Sledgehammer is going to work on, but I think it's also insane that we have a full Gunsmith for the EX1, being able to modify a bunch of attachments on it. You were not able to do that at all, obviously, in Advanced Warfare, so it's crazy to see that you could change the barrel, the muzzle, the stock, the optic. I mean, it is definitely an interesting change of pace for a futuristic weapon like this. Now, I'll also show you guys what the mastery camos look like on these new weapons. Right now, the Revolver doesn't have any attachments. I don't think it's going to get any because it just makes sense, but it does have a stiletto knife on it, which makes meleeing even more fun over in your games of multiplayer. Now, I also saw this tweet which was very fascinating. It says, and I quote, "Someone correct me if I'm wrong, I think this is the first time we see attachments change a weapon class, AR to LMG to sniper/marksman. Going to assume this changes the ammo type too. We've had ammo attachments like SOCOM rounds in the M4 kind of do this, but ammo type would stay AR. This is basically how the weapon platform system in Modern Warfare 2 will work, according to the Ghost of Hope. The M4, for example, you can see the different conversion attachments in the weapon vault image." So I'm very excited for how the Gunsmith's going to be drastically different from the version we had in MWII 2019, even Vanguard. I'm curious how it's going to be much more innovative in Modern Warfare 2, and I think right now with Vanguard, they're kind of testing the waters with how attachments could drastically change a weapon from one class to another. I'm looking forward to that, but also in response to a recent video made by the legend himself, Espresso, he talked about his concern for how much they might end up charging us for blueprints like this, in which you have attachments on the blueprint that could be modified to change the weapon's class, or when you can change the attachments without changing the look of the blueprint itself. They might end up charging upwards of 3,000, possibly even more COD points for a blueprint like this in upcoming bundles. I mean, we're still unclear as to how these weapon vaults are going to work. We'll learn more about that obviously at the COD Next event, but we have had bundles in the past that cost upwards of 3,000 COD points. I think we had one that was an MW19 Year 2. We had obviously those $40 packs featuring a bunch of skins kind of put together into one. I think it was that Tagger versus Clown pack. We've seen a lot of offers like that in the past, which did cost quite a bit of money, so I think like Espresso was concerned about, I'm even concerned that they might end up making those blueprints cost a little bit more than your average blueprint that we've seen over the past couple of years. Before we continue with more early content here in Season 5, let's go ahead and thank the sponsor of today's video. Now tonight's video is sponsored by Stay Out. Stay Out is an MMORPG with shooter elements based on the spirit of stalking. It features an urban exploration, searching and exploring mysterious, abandoned, and forgotten by humanity pieces of our planet. You can discover a world full of dangers and incredible events, which has its own laws and principles. You can become one of the stalkers, people living the romance of the unknown, able to overcome any trials in search of artifacts on the territory of the alienation zone. You can take a look beyond the edge of the unknown, where the secrets of nature and deadly dangers await the daredevils at every turn. You can survive in harsh conditions when you count every sip of water and every match. There are secret laboratories, life forms of unknown origin, mysterious anomalies, and strange artifacts that challenge our knowledge of the laws of nature. All this is a huge world of Stay Out. Now the game is currently in early access and free to play with the link in this video's description and the pinned comment, and the developers had this to say about the early access. We hope to get out of the early access phase for the winter of 2022 as soon as the game is brought in the form that suits both us and the players. We know what we want to achieve and doing everything possible to release the game in the version that we plan. At the moment in the early access version, there are 11 available locations, more than 50 variations of weapons with realistic characteristics, a huge number of quests, events, and PvP activities. Now once the game does fully launch, it will remain free to play, and they're working on the introduction of a new talent system. They said, and I quote, "We hope that it will make the gameplay more fun and will connect the whole world of the game together. In addition, the Pripyat location will be added to the game, including both the ghost town itself and its surroundings." Now updates on the development of Stay Out will be provided on VK, Facebook, Discord, Twitter, and even Instagram. Be sure to download Stay Out with the link down below, and thank you to Stay Out for sponsoring tonight's video. Now back to the video. You guys were already seeing gameplay of the brand new multiplayer map Beheaded, but let's talk more about this experience. So obviously Beheaded stands for the fact that the Statue of Liberty got decapitated here in New York, and you can see it sitting around here on the main street. And I think what's really interesting about the map is that it really goes into that alt history vibe that I thought this game was originally going to focus on quite a bit. I mean, the campaign technically did. I mean, all the missions for the most part are flashbacks to World War II, but for the first and last missions that take place post World War II, it was cool to see just a different take on what may have happened after the Second World War ended. And I do think for the post-launch season of this game, we should have saw more of a focus on that. Would have been very interesting to see how they can kind of twist things up a little bit and also somehow make that canon to the greater Call of Duty timeline with Black Ops, with the new Modern Warfare reboot. And you'll get heavy vibes of Shaolin Shuffle from Infinite Warfare Zombies, which is a game made by Infinity Ward, but as of right now, you could tell Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer have very similar feeling games. And I do wonder though, was the safety net all along, in case Vanguard flop, was a safety net to just kind of go all out with the final season like this, where they just kind of throw everything into one DLC update, whether it's maps, weapons, operators, a crazy story? I wonder if that was kind of like an insurance policy for Activision in case something just fell through, if the player count was dead, if the interest just wasn't there. I wonder if it was always the plan to kind of derail from the interesting story we had going in the post-launch cinematic experience and kind of turn into this very alt history, COD mobile-like big crossover, which doesn't really make much sense for the canon, but it's something here that's for fun. Now today we also got a short gameplay trailer of the brand new Battle Pass, and we were able to get a glimpse of the Tier 100 skin, which is going to be for Menendez. It's kind of a cursed skin, to be honest. It's something that doesn't look the greatest, but I guess for fans of Menendez, you'll want to get to Tier 100 just to get your hands on this skin. I still can't believe that when you boot up Vanguard now, you see an image of Menendez with the Vanguard logo underneath him. We all thought we were going to see Menendez last year during Cold War's life cycle, but I guess better late than never. It's a bit strange how things worked out in the end, but we also got a new glimpse of the new weapon skins you'll get in this Battle Pass, and they also confirm if you purchase the Battle Pass bundle for 2,400 COD points, you'll get your hands on 3 different operator skins. And when I say different, I just mean the same skin with 3 different color palettes. But yeah, for those that have been buying the Battle Pass bundles over the past couple of Vanguard seasons, let me know how you felt about these free skins down below in the comments. We've gotten some interesting ones over the last couple of months, and I'm curious if they're going to bring these Battle Pass bundles back for Modern Warfare 2's post-launch season. I know Cold War did a couple of Battle Pass bundles, which had some pretty cool looking skins behind them, but again, 2,400 COD points for a Battle Pass is probably something for somebody that actually does grind the game quite a bit and cares about grinding all those tiers. Now, we also got a glimpse of the Hazel and Cha-Cha Umbrella Academy bundles coming to Warzone and Vanguard in Season 5. The release date is unknown for these packs, but if I had to guess, they'll probably want to get these out before the COD Next event, because once that starts and once the core marketing for MW2 really gets out the door, and then we have the MW2 multiplayer beta, I think at that point, you know, all the focus is going to be on COD 2.0. So I figured they would get out this crossover before that time, and maybe after the beta ends is when they're going to end up doing like a haunting event where they do another crossover to kind of really wrap up this game's life cycle. But also, as I've been asking you guys over the past couple of videos, leave your best bets down below in the comments, and I might make a video about this. What crossovers do you guys really want to see the most in Modern Warfare 2? I think it's inevitable now that at least once a season we'll end up getting a crossover pack of some sort, unless Modern Warfare 2 kind of breaks that cycle a little bit that was started with Vanguard. Maybe they only did that with Vanguard because of maybe low bundle sales, low interest, they want to drive more hype. We'll see if Modern Warfare 2 kind of continues that trend of doing at least one crossover every season and a half or something. But also, beware, some major zombie spoilers are online already. I'm not going to show or talk about anything that's in the spoiler territory, but people out there are obviously already force loading the green Terra Maledicta, which is the Archon, and I think the Easter egg is even live for those people, so beware of major spoilers which may end up popping up over on Twitter or Reddit. I mean, whenever a new Vanguard patch goes out, usually all the content is available either in local, private matches, or by hackers a good 24 hours before release. That's just what's been going on with Vanguard this past year. Hopefully this comes to an end whenever new content drops go live next year for Modern Warfare 2. But I also want to thank all you guys for the crazy support I was seeing over on Twitter yesterday. My good buddy Lego Unlocked is actually invited to play with Dalek and Pizza with the release of the Archon Zombies map, and they actually need a fourth to join them on their squad, and so many of you guys came through and dropped my name. You were just showing support for the channel and saying a lot of kind words, and it truly melts my heart. Thank you guys so much for all of that. We'll have to wait and see if I get invited to that squad as of tomorrow. That would be awesome. I think that would be a really fun squad to play the final round-based map with, and again, that is the final round-based map that we're likely going to get for a good 2 years, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But regardless, I will be live at the launch of Season 5 early tomorrow morning. But last and definitely not least, today we got some crazy confirmation of a brand new PlayStation 5 DualSense competitive controller, which is known as the DualSense Edge. So this has been built by Sony with extra buttons and a variety of customization options. More information about the controller was shared during Gamescom earlier today, and the release date and the price for this controller is still unknown. They'll likely announce this during maybe the next State of Play or whenever Sony's next big panel is at some point this fall before the holidays. But clearly this is in competition with AIM or SCUF controllers. I'm actually partnered with AIM. They make some damn good remotes. I mean, I'm not just saying that because I'm sponsored, but AIM actually uses authentic DualSense controllers when they customize them, unlike SCUF. But it looks like over the past couple of years, I think both Sony and Microsoft have realized just how profitable and how big these companies are. Any company that makes a custom controller, you know, whether it's Battle Beaver, whether it's some other ones you guys are familiar with. So they're now cashing in on that idea. I mean, Microsoft's already done it, and Sony is now also going to start doing that here with the DualSense remote. I'm on PC full time now, but I still use a DualSense remote, the AIM one that they built me, which is beautiful. So once again, if you want to save any money on an AIM controller and you want to build one to your liking, you can use code Dynamite to save a ton of money off of your order. But I am wondering if AIM's eventually going to start using these DualSense Edge remotes and kind of merge that with some of the AIM builds. Very curious on that. But that is about it. This has been DK Dynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on the brand new Season 5 DLC that's available early right now in game? How are you feeling about the new Battle Pass reveal and even the brand new DualSense controller? Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.